Good morning, everyone. In today's class, we will see the rules of block diagram algebra. In yesterday's class, we have come across the basics of a block diagram algebra and how to construct a block diagram from a differential equation. So those we have covered in the previous class. And today's class, we will learn a few essential rules in order to simplify or in order to reduce any complex block diagram into a very simple block diagram so that we can easily determine or we easily calculate the transfer function of that particular system or for the particular block diagram. There are 11 rules to simplify the block diagram. So those we will cover in today's class. Coming to the first rule, when the blocks are in cascade connection. Cascade connection is nothing but series connection. When two blocks or more than two blocks are connected in cascade, then how we can simplify the cascade connection of those blocks? First, everyone must remember this part, that is the input and the output of the block diagram must remain the same. This is very much essential point, that the input of the block diagram and output of the block diagram should not affect. Input signal and output signal should not affect. In between the input and output, you can change the entire block diagram to, you can reduce it, you can simplify it, whatever you do. But the input and output should not affect. Okay, so now you can see here, I have an input of A. Input strength is A and the output is A into G1 into G2. And the two blocks are taken here and both the blocks are connected in cascade connection, which is also called a series connection. Now this input A is going into the block G1. So G1 is the gain of this system, gain of this block. Okay, when A is going into this G1, then the output of this G1 will be A into G1, right? Because when a signal is going into this gain block, the output will be the product of the input and the gain. So the output of G1 will be A into G1. Now this A into G1 is giving as input for the G2 block. So the output of the G2 block will be A into G1 into G2. So therefore, the output will be A G1 G2. Right? So instead of these two blocks, we can replace these two blocks by a simple block where the output will be the same here. So I have replaced this G1 and G2 blocks by a single block, which is G1 G2. If I multiply G1 and G2, then I'll get G1 G2 block. Now A input is given to this G1 G2 block, then the output will be A into G1 into G2. Now you can see the input is same and the output is same, and here these two blocks are simply replaced by a single block with the gain of G1 G2. Okay, instead of drawing two blocks, we can simply we can draw a single block with the gain of G1 G2. That means simply we can say when the two blocks are connected in cascade, then replace those two blocks with a single block, and the gain of the single block will be product of these two blocks. See, the product of G1 and G2 will give the gain of this block, right? So simply by multiplying these two blocks, we will get the gain of this single block. This is how we can simplify, or we can combine two blocks when they are connected in cascade connection. So this is rule number 1. Next, rule number 2, that is combining the parallel blocks. combining the parallel blocks. You can see here, G1, G2 are the blocks. These are connected in parallel, which is also called as a feed forward. See, feed forward and feedback, these are the opposite terms. Feed forward means if two signals are having the same direction, like this. You can see here, the input A is going into the block G2, and the same input A is going into the block G1 also. So the directions of these two blocks, the signal directions across these two blocks are the same. That's why these two are feed forward blocks. If it is a feedback, then the direction will be opposite. The signal direction will be like this. One will be in this direction from left to right, and the feedback direction will be from right to left. So feed forward and feedback both are opposite words. Based on the signal direction we can determine. You can see here the input A is given to block G2, and the same input is given to block G1 also using the branch point. Okay, so the signal flow will be from left to right only. In the both cases, the signal flow is from left to right only. That means both the signal directions are the same, which means these two are feed forward connections or simply parallel blocks. Now, how we can replace this entire block diagram into a simple block diagram? How can we reduce it? You can see here, first calculate the output of G2. See, the G2, A is entering into the G2. So the output of G2 will be A into G2. So we will get A into G2 here. And similarly, the same A is going into this G1. So the output of this G1 will be A into G1. Okay. When we add these two with the help of summer, then we will get this output. We are adding these two. So AG1 plus AG2, simply take out the common. So A into G1 plus G2. So we need to get the output as A into G1 plus G2, but the input will be A. Right? So this remaining block can be simplified or reduced into a single block like this. You can see here, A and A is multiplied with G1 plus G2. So that means I can simply replace this entire block into a simple block by adding G1 and G2. So gain of the first block, gain of the second block, simply add these two gains and replace by a single block, you will get this one. Now, if you send the input through this block, A multiplied with this G1 and G2. So that means we will get A into G1 plus G2. This is our actual output. So the output and input both are same. You can see this entire complex block is simply replaced by adding of two gains. When the two blocks are connected in series, then we will multiply those two blocks. When two blocks are connected in parallel, then we add those two blocks. This is rule number 2. Coming to rule number 3, this rule number 3 is on branch point. Now, what is this? Moving the branch point ahead of the block. See here, I have a branch point here. I want to move this branch point from here to here, ahead of the block. Okay, so I want to move this branch point ahead. So, which is here to here. Right. We need to have the same input and same outputs. You can observe here two outputs are there. One output is AG, second output is A. We need to keep the outputs same. How we can do it? Now replace change the branch point from here to here, you will get like this. So the same A is going into the G. Here also the same A is going into the G. We will get AG here. Here also A into G, we will get AG here. So we need not to replace or modify this block. Okay, now look into this branch. In this branch, we need to get the output as A only. But if we move this branch point from this point to this point, which means here the output value is AG, because the input A is coming from this G. That means A into G, we will get the output as A into G. But we need to get A only, not AG. From the branch point, we need to get A only. So that means we need to cancel out this G. How this G will be cancelled out? By adding an extra block, which is 1 by G. So if we add a block in series with the signal having a gain of 1 by G, that means the output will be AG into 1 by G. So this G and this G will get cancelled out. We will get A. That means if we move a branch point ahead of the block, then we must add a block in this section with the gain of this, which is 1 by G. We need to add 1 by G here. So the same gain must be added here with 1 by. Okay. So this is third rule, which is when the branch point is moving ahead of the block from this point to this point. This is third rule. Next, coming to the fourth rule, which is reverse to this. Moving the branch point before the block. Now you can see the branch point is here. So the input is A, output 1 is AG, output 2 is also AG. Right? Now I want to move this branch point from this point to here, which means we are moving that branch point before the block. We are moving this branch point to before the block. So that means the output must remain same. The output must remain same if we move it also. So simply move this branch point to here. Then in this branch, we need not to change anything, because A into G, we will get AG. In this output, AG is the output, so we are getting AG. So there is no change. If we move this branch point here, then if this is the branch point, if you get the signal like this, actually the actual output is AG. But here the input is A, that is directly coming here. But we need to get G also, A into G. That means here we must add a block having the gain G. Then A into G will get the output as AG. Okay, which is reverse to the rule number 3. Here we need to multiply with G. So moving the branch point to the before of the block, we need to multiply, or we need to add a block with the gain G. In the previous rule, which is inverse, which means we need to add the inverse gain here, 1 by G. Okay, we need to add inverse gain here because we are moving from left side to right side, which is ahead of the block, which is rule 3. Then the rule 4, right side to left side, which is before the block. So we need to multiply with G. So this is rule 4. Coming to the rule 5. In this rule 5, moving the summing point ahead of the block. So this is the block. We want to move this summing point from this point to here. So we are having a summing point here. We need to move from this to here. Okay. So you can see here, A and B both are adding here, we will get A plus B, and which is given to the block G. That means the output of this entire block will be A plus B into G. If we move the summing point from here to here also, we definitely need to get the same output. The output must be same. How it can be done? So move this summing point from from here to here, like this. But we need to get the same output, which is A plus B into G. So for that, simply add a gain block in this A loop and same as in the B section also. If we adding a gain blocks in each and every in each of these two, then we will get A into G, AG, and here B into G, BG signal. Here BG signal and here AG signal. These two are added because the summer has to be here near the output. So AG plus BG, we will get A plus B into G, which is the required output. So while simplifying the block diagrams, if we want to move the branch point ahead of the block, then you must remember this gain must be added in the B as well as A lines, which means the gain block must be added in the B signal as well as in the A signal. Then only the output will be the same. All these rules are very much useful for solving the block diagrams.